Did you say 1, 2?
Korean.
No. I'm not pursuing that.
Hosted by a cock and frog. Shaka talk with my boy Eddie from round the block. Shaka talk. He likes to roll, I like to rock. Shaka talk. My name is Dr. Rhea. Some people call me Fair. I've got something to say. Allow me just one prayer. Okay. Suffer from a mental block. Shaka talk. Like, oh my God, what the fuck? Shaka talk. Just turn it up and sit right back. Shaka talk.
Hi, my name is Winnie Patterson, and I'm an art teacher.
So Winnie, what's it like to be an art teacher?
It's very fun, first of all. I get to be a part of the children's creative process and help to kind of influence it. It's definitely a lot of work, a lot of cleanup, but that's just, I guess, a small part of it. But, you know, it's, as an artist, to see children starting to get into the habit of sketching and noticing the world around them, it's very gratifying.
What have you learned as an artist from this job?
I've learned patience. I've learned the importance of process work and not always focusing on the end product, and the value of the process work, especially in watching the kids learning how to process their ideas, the practice of getting more familiar with the tools. I've learned how to organize my ideas better, and I've also just learned about my personality through watching the children and their interactions with each other.
What are you doing to promote the arts?
Here at Kuhio Elementary, I'm working on the 2nd annual Arts Festival. Last year, what I did is I contacted people in the community and schools, neighboring schools, to have them come to our school and hold performances and poetry readings and have them display art here so that we can get the kids in the community excited about the creative aspects of school. So this year what I'm doing is I'm contacting people from downtown, artists and performers, to hold a festival in May so that the kids can see art is not just something that they can take in school, but something that they could possibly have a career in.
Can you show us any examples of what the students are doing?
Okay. Well, for the 4th and 5th graders, I'm really trying to focus on the importance of planning and how they can organize their ideas so that they know what they're going to be making. Because a lot of the times the kids come in and I'll give them something and they're like stuck because they don't know what they want to make. So I allow them some time to plan out their ideas. So for right now we're doing sculpture and ceramics. So the first part of the project is I had them draw their idea out. So I have them do a front side drawing and also a side view drawing, just in case their side of their 3D project is different from the front. So this one is the same, but this one, it's small. But from the front, this is a briefcase, and from the side, you know, I had them think about what it would look like if they were to angle it. So for the first one, I created this, and you can see that it's very similar to the drawing. And what I'm going to try to do is purchase the glaze so that their end product looks like their plan. And then for this one, it's like that. I also have them think about the dimensions. So this one is supposed to be 4 inches wide and 4 inches tall. It's a little shorter, but you can see that he's trying to process the idea. So that's just one example. But I really want them to focus on organizing their ideas and seeing the process through from beginning to end.
Hi! What's up, everybody? Well, thank you for watching, staying up late to watch Shaka Talk. Or if they're watching on YouTube, I guess it's whenever. I'm your hostess, DR Rhea. You can call me DR. And I have a special guest host today, my friend Eddie McMahon.
Hello.
Are you
People of Hawaii.
Are you
It's me,
visiting?
Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie.
Are you related to Edna McMahon?
She is slut.
She's a
But
slut.
yes, my sister, she's slut.
She's a slut.
I am here now.
You have a different accent than she does.
She's very good at English.
Oh, you speak English?
Little bit. Little bit.
Well, thank you for being here today. We have a special guest today. Her name is Winnie Patterson. She's an artiste, and here she is.
Yay.
So, you're an artiste, and how long have you been creating and creativing or whatever?
Well, since I was a little kid, but I started actually making stuff and giving it away and selling it at 18.
Oh, really? Okay. What medium do you do?
I do acrylics, oils, so drawing and painting, and I also do fiber art, so
What's that?
like crocheting, knitting.
Oh, you do the craft fairs and stuff like that, yeah? Okay. Oh, yeah, you made me a beanie.
Yeah.
I made a beanie! So my hair didn't look so round in this damn hair.
You look good. You look like a Snooki.
Oh, thanks.
Snooki. Just
I'm
a
slutty like your
short.
sister, too.
Just a
you know.
Oh, really, really. Very skinny, very skinny.
We can get married and I can get half of your benefits. But
Oi, oi, oi,
Wow.
oi. All my ideas of my
so where
ideas.
did you study? Did you study?
Oh, yeah, I have been like studying art. I went to UH, art department. I got a BFA. But my mom is an artist, so I've been doing art since I was young.
Is she your inspiration, you think? Or
Yeah.
really? Did,
Yeah.
And you're Blackanese?
Yeah,
Oh,
black
okay.
and Japanese.
Okay.
Oh.
I think we see some of that.
Black and
in
yellow,
art.
black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Oh. Me
Oh,
like
here's some,
me like
wait, where's your work? Here. What is that? Who's that?
That one's actually just a made-up person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That happens to look like you. Okay. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, that one's just made up.
Does
So
that
happen? But I think what happens is artists tend to paint things that look like themselves because we all know ourselves so well.
Oh.
But the other one is actually.
This other one?
This one is
on
me.
the other
The one
side?
that looks identical.
Like who?
This one is me.
It looks like who?
Me.
Oh, I thought you said it. Okay. Are there titles to these?
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
No.
Oh. I was going to ask, is it easy to remember? Like, how do you know what you're selling?
I've changed the titles to my paintings like 5 times, and like each time I hang it up, it's a different title. And I think that's bad etiquette as an artist, but so what?
So what?
It's mine. So.
And what's good etiquette as an artist?
Well, I think you're supposed to remember the titles.
Oh. So does that mean they don't matter?
Wow, that's a good question. Sometimes I do, because with the ones that I'm really doing intentionally, I think the titles matter because I can remember them. But with these ones, it's not that they weren't intentional paintings, but it changed while I was doing it.
The intention?
Yeah, and the concept changed. So the titles changed. That's why it's hard to remember. There's like 5 or 6 different titles I gave it.
Oh, hello. Okay.
So,
Who inspires you? Do you have any,
like
see.
professional like artists or
I
just
guess, or anybody? Unprofessional artists?
Well, this is so sweet. I'm inspired by my kids, like the students.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're an art teacher, yeah?
Right.
Kuhio
Kuhio.
Elementary. That's in Mo'iliili.
Yes.
Right on.
So my students inspire me because they have such a fresh energy
And foul mouths.
and foul mouth. I call that fresh energy.
Right on. And what do you? How do you teach kids? Like, do you tell them what to do, or?
What I try to do, I break it up by grade level. So I teach kindergarten through 5th grade. And so with the kindergarten, 1st grade, it's more about having them build their fine motor skills. So it's more like learning how to cut paper or how to hold the pencil or paintbrush in a different way. But for the older kids, I try to structure it where they're actually using art as a tool for life planning.
What do you mean?
So like I'll have them break up their art pieces so that they actually plan out what they're doing, and I apply those skills to real life situations. Like for instance, if you're going to make food, you have to write out your recipe or write out your ingredients. In the same way, when you're making an art piece, you have to list out what you need, think about it, draw it out, sketch it, then produce.
So it's kind of, you have a vision in mind, or does it?
Kind of. Like, I just want them to be, I don't want them to just see art as being fun, but actually practical to life. I don't know if they're really getting that at age 10, but but I'm hoping, because I can see the progress. So
That's cute. Do you, because I went to school right up the street at one of the high school.
me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your art teacher?
Miss Uehara.
Oh, I remember her name. Did you know Miss Kanagawa? I don't know if she was alive still. Let me Miss Kanagawa. I think there's a
I'm Miss
Did she
McCoolier.
dead?
I remember Miss Coolier.
Yeah.
But Miss Kanagawa, she wouldn't paint in front of her students because she didn't want to like have any
Influence
kind.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you draw? Or do you-
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
But
not
I
always?
notice that when I do that, they just copy what I'm doing.
Oh, really?
So I.
Do you hit them? The hitting stops here. There's a show on Tuesday nights called American Safe Pass, I think, and it's all about not hitting kids in schools. Can they hit kids at your school?
No, I thought that was.
In the South, this lady was telling me, she has a show on a little,
yeah.
and she's saying that, yeah, in the South, it's okay to hit the kids. There's paddles and everything.
In Korea, it's okay too.
Oh, really?
But that's-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that's the
Slap
South.
them on the
Okay.
head.
That's Korea.
Yeah. South Korea.
I love Korea.
How long have you been teaching?
Well, at Kuhio, I've been there for 3 years, but I've been working with kids for about 12 years or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I do summer programs, I do after-school programs.
Do you see your former students sometimes?
Sometimes at like Foodland, they're like,
Oh, really?
Miss Winnie. I'm like, hi.
Right on.
Yeah.
Are any of them still being artsy fartsy, or do you know?
I don't know, but I hope.
Oh, really? Have you
Yeah.
seen them on Crime Stoppers or anything like that?
Yes, I heard they draw disturbing things.
No.
Oh, yeah, you were saying they do
things.
disturbing things. Like what?
Well, I think, okay, disturbing to probably most other people, but like
Normal people. Normal
But it's
people.
normal people.
Arousing to you. Right on.
Yeah.
Like a what?
Okay,
Like a
so like for instance, there was a child who drew like a head blowing up,
Oh.
and you know, a lot of them do like war themed art where there's like guns and knives.
Nazis.
What do you do? Oh, KKK, get bigger every day, white power. Let's say that, sorry.
Oh.
I don't know what I would do if a child said that.
Okay, wow.
That's you slap for them.
I don't know what I would do.
So, do you try to influence their decisions and what they do? Like say, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that.
No, I don't, but I see the other teachers doing that, and I'm sure they have reason for that. But in my class, I really try to make it as open as possible so that they don't feel discouraged in doing art. Because I feel like a lot of the times, if it doesn't look like it, they feel like they've failed in some sense. But if we all know art, not everything looks like the way it's supposed to look. So,
Well, let's see some of your work.
speaking of things that aren't supposed
Yeah. Let's see what these things look like. You?
to thanks.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, okay.
He like a fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is from a series I did called Nonsense and Laughter, and it was kind of like a self-portrait series, and as you can see, none of them really look like me. But this is my way of dealing with myself and turning into who I am now.
Really?
These are the different transitions of being and of understanding
And so
my personality.
you're kind of working out your
Oh, what is
psychology.
this one?
What is that one?
Yeah.
What is this
Are
one?
you every woman?
No, actually, it's 3 women, and in my life, you know, there's my mother, my sister, and myself. So it's kind of like the interplay of how we are together.
Oh. Who's who in that picture?
My mom is the middle one. I'm off to the side, and the blue and Rainey's
The
in
Holy
the...
Trinity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the way we are.
Who's that?
This is from another series. It's only 2 paintings. It's kind of...
Was that at On King?
This one was in On King and
okay.
also in Super Citizen.
The clown.
Yeah, it's a clown, and it's called Becoming Oneself.
Oh.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
And that's.
Another
one.
clown.
Do you
Another
tickle the
one.
ivories? Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the end of this first
I
slideshow?
don't know.
No, I think there's
There's
some
more.
more. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so then this is another series that I was working on. I got really inspired by birds and transformation and the ideas of wanting to fly away from a situation.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And then these are the ones that are in the back.
Oh,
this is
okay.
more of like a free... This is actually based on sex, so...
On sex?
Yeah, and like,
Are those spooge splotches?
no.
Okay. I was like, you can't comment on Black Lady's hair.
That is why she could not tell us
Okay.
the title.
Thanks for that slideshow.
The dirty title.
Back to the studio, please.
I
They're
don't know
not
more
completely... I guess it's not really sex, but more like sexuality and becoming more free and open.
You ever say, you can smell my... No, how does it go? Ollie says it. Want to smell my flower? Whatever.
I look at it. It's on my hair.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess in your own art or your and your students, does it can it just be pretty or technically interesting, or does it have to say something, or
Depends
do you
on
have a
the
message?
assignment,
Okay.
but I try to just have them complete their pieces, and I don't focus on pretty. I don't really focus too much on concept just yet because they're so young. But I just want them to complete it and to understand what a complete piece of work is to them and to just...
How do you know when it's done?
Well, okay, so for instance...
Done.
Oh,
I done.
wow, Eddie, what's that?
Done. It's kuka.
It's kuka?
Kuka flower.
Is that done, Miss Patterson?
Jody saw kuka flower look like a kuka.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Like for the little kids, if they were to show me that, I would ask them, where is the background?
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
it is a very bright.
it's a very bright
Very
day.
bright.
Like,
very
okay, so
blinding right.
The only rule that I have for the children is that I don't want any white paper showing.
Oh,
because
really?
I always
Oh.
feel like they can draw something and say, oh, I'm done. But it's like, no, but you can do a little bit more. You can add a
An
background.
environment or something.
Yeah, to give it a story, because if it's
Okay.
just a flower on a paper, that's beautiful, but at the same time, there can be a little bit more information.
Fine.
Oh, I guess I'm
Fine.
not done yet either.
Fine.
Yes, add more.
Draw some more.
Add more.
Okay.
No white spaces.
What are you trying to do with your art? Do you want to become rich and famous, or change the world, or what's going on in your
Everything
head?
all above.
Oh, really? Right on.
Well, yeah,
And
that's it.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it easy to sell your art? Like, if you want to, and
Is it easy to sell?
like, how do you
art?
decide? Like, I'll put a price on something.
Okay, that's really hard to do,
Yeah.
and I struggle with that. So I usually have to have like a kind of a conference of sorts with different people to ask them what they think would be a good price.
Who do you ask?
I asked my sister, I asked my friends who are other artists, my mom who's an artist, and I kind of come to a general consensus of what a reasonable price would be.
Okay.
The only thing that's kind of difficult though is when you're selling in a store, you have to know that the store or the place, the gallery, will tack on their own fee, which is reasonable, of course, but something that maybe is only, you think, $100, they'll charge $200 or $300.
How much do they take sometimes? Or
Most of the time it's 50%.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I was to charge what I wanted, but knowing that they're going to take 50%, then I only get 50% of the payment.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Do you ever fight with them?
No.
So fuck that shit.
No. No. Maybe inside, but not outwardly.
Okay.
Because everybody has to make a living. I'm aware.
Do you ever feel like somebody's copied you?
Oh.
In Pendejo magazine.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I have been
what do you think of the quote?
copied before.
I heard a quote that good artists borrow and great artists steal. So, is he a great artist?
Not in my book.
right.
Not gonna drop names, but you know who you are.
Okay. Like you're watching.
I know. Oh no.
Don't give a
You
shit.
will. No, I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
I want to know now.
Did you guys ever have a confrontation about that? Did you?
No.
No?
But it was so apparent and so blatant, I think.
Are you over it or?
I'm trying to get over it.
Oops.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Oh.
I'm all
Sorry.
mad again.
Well, and so you also started something called the Free Art Movement.
Yes.
And what is that?
Okay, so me.
With Ronnie Rucker, right?
Right.
Ah,
So me.
yeah, bad
and-
motherfucker. Bad motherfucker.
Right on. Is he bad?
Sometimes.
Okay.
What it is basically we wanted to kind of take art and bring it out into the public with the idea that there's no monetary value. It should be about the art and not how much it costs. So what we would do is we'd set up kind of an environment similar to this one where there'd be art supplies out and free art on the table, and people could just take the art if they liked it and they wouldn't have to pay. The only condition is that they would have to promise to do something free
Oh, really?
and creative
And creative?
in return. So a lot of the times, because there's art supplies out, people will end up drawing and they'll leave a drawing and then take one. But that was just established by the person doing it because I never said anything. I just allow them to draw if they want.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you set up an art little studio and just say, come and do it?
No, at First Friday or at other events at UH, I would just have a table with art out and then art supplies. And I would do live art and just put it out and have people take it if they wanted to. And people were really, at first, they had a hard time with it. They were like, oh no, I have to pay for it. And I'm like, no, you can just take it if you enjoy it. Take it. That means more to me than money, you know?
Oh, right on.
Because they're enjoying the art they really wanted. So it's like, well, by all means.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So that was a free art movement.
There's another free art movement online, wasn't there?
Oh.
Are you going to battle with them?
Oh.
No, but because I didn't do my research, I totally just took the name and was like, it's mine because I want it. It's mine.
Oh.
But then I actually did some research. I'm like, oh god, there's another one. And the concept's the same. It's like maybe we should collaborate, but I'd like to just keep it mine.
They do graffiti, so isn't, like, because they post up things that you
Group.
contribute, yeah?
Right.
So is graffiti and that type of, that's free art too, yeah?
Yeah, I
or
would
like
consider it
stuff like
so.
that?
Yeah.
So, okay. And what is, you do drive-by shooting? Is that your black culture coming out? Drive-by
Drive-by
free art?
shooting.
Drive-by free art, I'm sorry.
I'm
Oh.
a teacher.
Huh?
I don't do drive-by
Oh.
shootings. No,
Well,
I'm
no.
just kidding. Drive-by art.
What does that mean?
So what I would do
Just
is,
leave shit?
yeah, like I would have paintings and I just leave them out. And on the back, I would have, you know, like follow free art movement or whatever on Twitter. And I would just leave it out. And then if people ended up getting the art, they could contact me and say, oh, I got my, you know, I got your art piece.
Cute.
But it was just kind of a way to put art out into the streets so that it's accessible.
Let's see some more art. You have like a chicken bird thing.
Oh, my lovebird.
I know what they are, lovebirds. Oh, cute.
Which you come first, the chicken or the egg?
Which one came first?
At the same time.
They came at the same time.
Simultaneous orgasms with hen and cock. Right on. What
Wow.
inspired these? Just
I guess the sensation and the.
of coming first?
That's funny. No, of just being, I guess, in love or.
Right on. Are you in love right now?
Oh gosh!
Oh.
Next question.
It's a look.
Because you have choke blogs that kind of cover all this, yeah?
What?
Yeah.
And so there's all this love talk, but I guess we'll talk about something else.
No, we can go into the box.
Huh?
No. It's up to you. Whatever. you want.
Whatever. Do you get
Oh.
oh, we're back. So I like some of your you write a lot, yeah?
I write a
And you
lot.
read a lot too, yeah?
Yeah, I
And
try to.
You're like always doing so you just like all art. Do you have, that's your job, yeah? And
I like
it
to
kind of
think
consumes
of it.
you.
Yeah.
Right on. So, because I read in your blog, you said something like, life is short, art is long. Does that mean you're a
Oh.
size queen?
In terms of art.
You like long art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I okay.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Dai.
Yeah, bigger than
You're kind of big, yeah. I remember seeing pictures of you. Oh, sorry. Have you guys opened Pendejo magazine again? That's
You
great.
must be
Oh, that wasn't you.
confusing me with
With your
my slutty
sister.
sister. This is not my slutty sister.
Oh, okay. Are you slutty?
No, but I'm still big.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it run in the family?
Yeah, this one. This one.
Okay. Your blogs are like, huh?
Asian. I'm sorry.
Oh. Half Holly.
Oh, okay.
No, there's big Asians, honey. I like the small ones though. I like those.
Photoshop.
Do you ever get like some kind of like, you didn't even make anything?
Because we're talking. Okay.
Oh, you started something.
No, but I don't like
Okay.
that one.
Oh. Do you ever feel like a block, like you can't create, and how do you deal with that if you do?
Sometimes, like for a while, I had a really hard time after college to produce art.
Really?
There was maybe 2 or 3 years where I didn't do anything, no painting.
What was going on? Or
I think because it was so formulated and I really tried to produce a lot in college, I was kind of burnt out. So for 2 or 3 years, I didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, it just came back.
cute.
Yeah.
And so, were you writing during that time, or was there anything going on?
That was probably the only thing I was doing is writing.
That's cute.
Writing
I like
and
your
maybe
writing.
like crocheting.
I like your one. There was one kind of like thing that you wrote. You wrote, pour me another.
Oh!
I like that.
I like that. Drinky.
I think we can all relate to that.
Right on. And it's like, when I rest, I rust.
Oh, that's what I try to live by.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my own personal motto.
Or what about your other one? Happiness is your default emotion. I love that. That's cute. Are you stealing these slogans from?
No. Okay, so the pour me is from a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's not me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But happiness is a default. That's me, and the other one is me.
And you're not just giving away art, but putting freedom into art.
Oh, did I write that?
I read that. That was good, I thought.
Oh,
okay.
I hope I
And
wrote
so,
it.
in 30 seconds, let's talk about you. And so you also have your
30 seconds.
event coming up, yeah? At Kokyo Elementary.
Yeah.
My drawing.
What is it?
My drawing. Have done what drawing.
Okay.
I
And
did
what? It's
drawing.
May what?
It's on May 19th, and so it's a art festival for the kids.
For the kids?
Yeah, at Kuhio.
At Kokyo, and that's just a show. I finished mine. Is it done? Does it look done enough?
I would have you color the background.
Oh,
I did
That's my
that.
husband.
That's
What's my husband's
wonderful.
name? I forgot. Lance Arinaga. I love you. Anyways, thanks for watching Shaka Talk. Toodaloo.
Samata ne.
Thanks, that's
so
it.
fun.
Ready? Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. It was so fast.